Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth. Let's create a grounding cord that's very strong and nurturing and fortifying. Allowing the roots of that grounding cord to really anchor you to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And let's say hello to the here and now. Come into present time. This moment is all you have. Now, 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light around you. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. A circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion, not only for yourself, but for the outside world. Give yourself a lot of love. That love frequency allows you to radiate that abundance. And a circle of red divine roses, protecting you from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space except for you. Really claim your own energy field. Say to yourself, I claim me. I am abundant. I am full of life. I radiate the energy of abundance. I am abundance. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow, and about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. And you're going to put your life this week on your movie screen. Say hello to your health this week. Feel the abundance of everything happening in your body to make it work each and every moment, each and every day. You are filled with vitality, health, strength, and flow. Your body is filled and full of life. Take a nice big deep breath. Say hello to your mental energies this week. Your mindset is in the frequency of abundance. You don't have to get anything. Your mind is set for wealth in all of its forms. Say to yourself, I am clear. I am focused. I am powerful. And I radiate abundance. Take a nice big deep breath. Drop down into your heart space. And now move into the energetic intentions, the frequency of abundance. And then the God of your heart, I'd like you to envision on your movie screen that you are walking down a trail that leads you over a little hill and into the wide open space of the ocean. You walk down with the sand between your toes to the water's edge. You feel the water ebbing and flowing beneath your feet. You find that it's just right, the temperature, not too cold, not too hot. It feels inviting. And as you look out into the ocean, you see the abundance of water. And as you take a nice big deep breath, you become one with the water. You are part of the abundance of life. You don't have to get anything. You don't have to do anything. You are abundance. And as you start to feel the power of the ocean, the power of the richness of life, you realize you are that frequency. You embody the frequency of the ocean, vast, open, powerful, strong. And now as you start to think about an area of your life that you'd like to increase your abundance, open up that space to already feel the frequency of this wealth already happening in and around you. And say to yourself, I am abundant. I can create. I am creating within the richness of life. My life is abundant. I am free to create from this frequency. Full, expansive, fruitful. Doors are opening. People are coming through easily and effortlessly that can help me on my journey. I don't have to make it happen. I'm attracting just by my own frequency. My light is getting bigger and brighter as I look out to the ocean. There's this beautiful sun radiating the warmth, the vibrancy of life. I am one with nature. I am one with the divine. Now, if there's anything that you'd like to ask your higher self to increase this ability to radiate abundance, do so at this time. May the divine energy fill my spirit, fill my body, fill my mind, and fill my emotions with the richness of life. Allow me to radiate from this frequency today and all through the week. And if there's anything that comes into my space that allows me to doubt or feel lack, that I can open up to this frequency and pour in my blessings that are already there. My cup runneth over. And if there's anything that I need to know or need to understand for my next step, please open up that space so I can hear and know through my intuition what I need to do with ease and with grace. Take a nice big deep breath. Put your hand on your heart and let's think and feel 3 things that you are grateful for today, and really feel them in your heart so you can increase your own frequency of abundance. Take a nice, big, deep breath and send your whole entire body a lot of love today. This love is coming back at you, filling you up with love, support, and nurturing, and the power to create. Now let's bring down a beautiful radiating sun of abundance coming down all the way down through all of your chakras, from your seventh all the way back down to the bottom of your belly, to your root chakra, the foundation of life. Any areas that feel that they are lacking or feeling doubt are filled in with this beautiful, abundant energy of life, love of self, as it comes down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility down through your calves, into your feet. Wiggle those toes. Say hello to your fun fairies as it moves back down into Mother Earth. Say to yourself, I am grounded. I am centered. I am filled with abundance. I am radiating in the richness of life. And everything in my life is moving forward with ease, with grace. And I am shining brightly. And so it is. Now stretch it out. Take a nice big deep breath and open your eyes. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. Radiating abundance. So when you think about that term, it's not about getting something. It's about matching the frequency of abundance. If I'm radiating beauty, health, vitality, abundance, then it is inside of me. So a lot of times when we're in the frequency of getting something, or we're not satisfied in a different area of our life or in a certain area of our life, what we'll do is we'll focus on what is not happening. And unfortunately, our brains think that that's the way to solve the problem. But that's not going to help. It actually does the exact opposite. So how we create more abundance in our lives is not from focusing on what's wrong, but focusing on what's right. So I'd like you to take out a pen and paper if you haven't already. And I'd like you to write down an area of your life in which you do not feel abundant. It could be in the area of finances, which is an easy one, but it may be in a different area that you feel like you're lacking. It might be your relationship space. It may be your health space. Whatever it is, I want you to pinpoint an area in which you do not radiate from that place of abundance, at least most of the time. We are human, by the way, so we go back and forth. I'm going to give you just a few minutes to come up with what you think your area, and you may have several areas in this case, but I want you to just pick one. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about your life, and I'd like you to think about a time when you felt abundant in this area. So if it's finances, it might be when you got a big raise, you came into money, you closed a big deal, you got a job with stock options, you sold a huge project. It may be in the area of health, in which you now are extremely healthy, where in an area before you were challenged. It might be in the area of relationships, where you feel rich in your relationships, but there was a time that you didn't. So I'd like you to really, even if you have to close your eyes and think about that time where you did feel abundant in this area. You really get that feeling of what that felt like back then. Might have been even 2 weeks ago. Doesn't have to be that long ago. Could have been decades ago. I have a feeling when I first started my company, at my launch party, how abundant I felt. The world was my oyster. So when you look at that area of your life that you felt really abundant, and you can feel that feeling, you can even visualize it, almost taste it, it feels so real. I'd like you to look at your energy today and ask yourself, does that energy match that abundant feeling? And if not, why not? What is it you're carrying that you need to release? Because here's the thing, if you've created it once, you can create it again. But our brains come in and say, oh, you know what? You're too old, you're too small, you're too whatever it is, that you just aren't enough. Because you wouldn't be in this place of not feeling abundant if you were all these things. But you have it in your vibration to be abundant. So what you're telling yourself is a lie. How can you create this week from that place of abundance that you have already felt and can feel again? It doesn't matter whether or not the bank account reflects what you're talking about or feeling. It doesn't matter whether your health doesn't reflect quite yet what you're feeling. But vibrate from a place as if it does. You've already been there, done that, so why not just do it again? Oh, but Nina, you don't realize how hard it is. The minute I say it's hard, my energy drops and my frequency drops. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy to do this, but it is quite simple. And when you get stuck, I want you to not beat yourself up. What I'd like you to do is redirect your energy so that you start matching that frequency again. Abraham Hicks calls it the vortex. Some people call it the flow, in Zen philosophy, getting into that flow. If you're into business, it's getting in that zone. But we all know what that feels like when we're in it. That is radiating abundance. Abundance isn't something you just get. Abundance is an energy frequency. The other thing is if your bank account is not reflecting your quote abundance, I'd like you to look at the variety of areas in which it does and start matching that frequency with I am abundant. Sometimes abundance comes to you in different forms. It may not be something you earn. It may be something that is shared abundance. It may be an abundance that just all of a sudden just comes to you like that. Never forget, I won a first class trip to Cabo, oceanfront view with money to spend, etc. It was the easiest thing I'd ever had created in my life. You could call it luck, maybe, maybe not, but it was abundance that flowed through me. That's abundance. Just because one area of your life you may feel lacking, move into that place in your life that isn't. You're not going to attract abundance, radiate abundance by focusing on what isn't. You're going to create your abundance by focusing on what is happening in your life that's making you feel rich. So I'd like you to write down now all the areas that you feel rich that have nothing to do with money. I'd like you to write down all the areas you feel that you are rich that have nothing to do with money. And you can either stop this recording if you're on demand. And for those of you who are with me live, please put it in the chat that you are ready for me to move on. Just a few more minutes. So for those of you who are still working on it, come back to it because it's a great question. Okay, rolling on. Yes. So when you look at all the areas that you are abundant, I'd like you to ask yourself during the week, are you focusing on that? Are you focusing on the one thing that is not working or perceived not working? How much energy are you giving to what isn't working to what is? And so this week, what I'd like you to do is radiate from that abundance. So here's the thing, I'm challenged by this one as myself, and I'm looking at my own abundance, and I've had abundance of love. And it's beautiful because I'm in the process of getting married and we've got some family drama. Now, I can focus on the family drama, which I think I had to process that family drama, but now it's time to let it go and focus on what is, which is love. And love is all around me. It's through me. So the more I focus on that, the more I'm going to expand on that. The more I focus on the family drama, the more I'm going to get that. So you know where I'm going with this. We all have these little areas in our lives that we focus on, and it's our brain's way of trying to protect us, but it ain't protecting us. So it's time for us to override that mechanism and start creating from our abundance. Each and every one of you are already abundant. Now let's create from that space. And so what I'd like you to do this week is create a powerful intention that is all about creating from the place of abundance. I'd like you to leverage this abundance without the attachment of how it needs to look. Once you start to really get this and you start to play with the energy, you're going to start to manifest easier and quicker. Abraham Hicks has a game that she's given some of her students, and I think it's kind of funny. It's kind of a good one. So they said, take a $100 bill, put it in your pocket, and keep it there for the week. But every day you're going to spend that $100 on something fun that makes you feel good. You're going to take a friend out to lunch. You're going to go buy a new pair of shoes. You're going to, go golfing, whatever it is. But each day you're spending that money without the attachment of, oh, I shouldn't be spending that. No, you're having fun, because next week's topic is all about having fun. And guess what? Fun energy is light energy, and light energy radiates. Heavy energy, oh, I can't, I doubt, it's hard, it's difficult. When is it ever going to happen? All that energy brings your frequency down. So radiating abundance is fun, is light. So do this exercise. It's a fun way of creating. The other thing you can do is go give somebody some money. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $2. But giving money creates that flow, because when we feel like we don't have enough, we hold on and we constrict. So have fun with it this week. Play with the energy. That'll help you radiate. Guess what? It'll help you radiate abundance. And that'll allow your vibration to shine brightly. And when you shine brightly, you attract positive energy. That's the name of the game. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of LifeBites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.